Girl, you don't need no new tools. Put them away. It's December. Today is December 9th, to be exact. I don't know what day you're watching this, but it is December 9th. And if you're like me, if you're like anybody else I know, we're in this new year, new me energy. We're ready to step into 2026 with all the glitz, all the glam, all the things. But girl, come here real quick. Come close. You cannot step into 2026 with the same raggedy systems that you had in 2025. Listen, because what we're not doing in 2026 is burnout. And what we're not doing in 2026 is anything that's unsustainable. Saying yes to all the things that don't bring us joy. We're not doing that in 2026, okay? So let's go ahead and get it in our heads now that we are letting those things go. Every December, we talk about we're going to do things differently in the new year. And guess what? This is your time to actually do things differently in your life and in your business that are different. Okay? For some reason, we get it in our heads that we need all these new tools come 2026. Girl, you don't need no new tools. Put them away. You need to first decide what it is that you already have and use it. Use what you have. You don't need anything new. What you need is a different structure. You need new systems. Listen, I have been there. 100% have been there. Ready to go into 2026 with all this amazing energy. And so we're going to flip the script this year. We're going to do things a little bit different, okay? Because we're going to get super clear on what it is that we need, and we're going to do that today. I'm going to be sharing with you these simple systems that you're going to need in 2026 because we are going to simplify things. We're not doing too much. And guess what? We're not spending all this money on apps and tools and things that we don't even need. Okay? So we're talking about simple systems in this video. What are these simple systems that you need in 2026? You don't need an overcomplicated workflow. You trying to do this and then send them 8 different spaces and none of them connect and you just trying to do too much. You don't need 100 different automations. You should not need more than the free plan of Zapier for right now. We don't need 500 zaps. We don't need that. What we need it for? What we doing with it? We don't need some fancy CRM. If it's not already a part of your tech stack, let it go for 2026. A simple system, something that is so simple, easy, works for you. A simple system is a repeatable routine, something that you do over and over and over and over. And you can do things over and over and over and over. You can do them with ease. That whole complexity thing, needing to have 37 different parts to the workflow, and we don't need all that. What you need is something simple, a simple way to do the same thing over and over and over. Because trying to overcomplicate things is, number one, it's costly because now you got all these different apps that you're paying for. Trying to overcomplicate things is not only costly, but it is possibly what's burning you out. Because again, you have all these things and you're like, I don't know how they all work together. So instead of being able to put together the simple workflow that your business needs that's going to bring in clients on repeat for you, you have 800 workflows that you're paying for, and none of them are bringing in clients because you've overcomplicated the system. And not only that, you're trying to figure things out and how they work, and that's causing you to do nothing. So what I want you to focus on for the rest of this year, you got 22 days left. So what I want you to focus on for the rest of this year is to be consistent with your workflows, but they don't have to be complex. So I want you to work on simplifying things and being consistent with the simplification or the simplified system. And then once you get into 2026 and things are working and rolling and all the things for you, then you can take some time to add some things. But trying to come right off the bat with this one workflow that has 37 parts and it's going to send like that's too much. Girl, stop. So the first simple system that I want you to create before you go into 2026 is a visibility system. How are you showing up? Listen, my new routine is to batch record videos in one day. How are you? What days are you posting? Deciding that you're going to post on Monday and Wednesday, and that's it. That's part of your system. If you decide that you're going to record on Sundays and then schedule your videos to come out on that Monday and Wednesday, that's a system. So I want you to decide how it is that you're showing up and what is the schedule or the repeatable process that you're going to use to make sure that you are showing up on a consistent basis. And again, don't overcomplicate it. I am the queen of overcomplication. I don't know if that's a word. Overcomplication. I am the queen of overcomplication. Okay. So sometimes you just have to sit back and scale back everything that you have going on. Okay. Because I'm telling you from experience, all that extra stuff, it's unnecessary. And it's cute when you see people who are making who have been doing it for a while. When you see people who have had their systems for years or the same system for a while and they're just continuously adding onto it, but trying to jump in right off the gate with something that is a whole lot, it's too much. I need you to simplify that. Okay? No, you don't have to post 10 times a day, 5 days a week. That's 50 posts. Who got time unless they're a full-time content creator to do that? Hello, I work a full-time job. Okay? So you don't need a system for visibility that's going to burn yourself out. Maybe you're just creating all your content in one day, scheduling it out. Boom. There's your system. And if it works for your schedule and it allows you to be visible, then do it. And so let's say you can only get 3 videos recorded in that day. That's okay. Get those 3 videos recorded and get them scheduled. And then you can do the same thing the next week. If your system for visibility feels hard, if it feels chaotic, then visibility is going to feel hard. It's going to feel chaotic. Your business is going to feel hard. Your business is going to feel chaotic. I need you to figure out what it is that you need to do to simplify your visibility. Okay? Yes, I want you to show up, but I don't want you to show up in a way that is going to burn you out. Maybe you are creating 2 videos a week, and based on those 2 videos that you're going to create in a week, you're going to use that to create some short form content, a carousel. Maybe you're going to take that Instagram reel that you used to make that long form piece of content, and you're going to take that caption and put it on Threads. Whatever it is that you do, make it easy, make it simple, make it work for you, and make it work for your schedule, because nobody else is running your business. If you are running your business or your team is running your business, then it has to work for you all. You cannot do what you see other people doing because their stuff works for them, not you. Hey girl, hey, we interrupt your video for just a second for a special announcement. If you're watching this video, chances are you've been looking for some type of clarity, and clarity has come to you. My name is Carmen, systems strategist. I help educators turn entrepreneurs stop duct taping the back end of their business so that they can experience more freedom and more joy, letting go of the overwhelm that comes with burnout and the overwhelm that comes from technology. All you need is a little bit of clarity, and that clarity is going to come in less than 2 minutes. All I need you to do is click the link in my bio or the show notes or the description box wherever you are watching and take the Savvy Systems Clarity Quiz. This quiz is going to show you exactly where you are right now in your systems journey, because listen, there's levels to this, and it's going to show you your exact next steps, what it is that you need to focus on so that you can keep things moving in your life and in your business. Can't wait for you to take the quiz and let me know what you think. All right, now back to the video. Okay, the second system that I need you to create and simplify before 2026, number 2, is the system for nurturing people. Are you going to be sending out weekly emails? Are you going to be going live often? What is it that you are going to do to make sure that you are connecting with your people? And listen, again, we don't have to overcomplicate this. We don't have to overcomplicate this. This can be super simple as well. You just need to be intentional about it, and you need to make sure that you are consistent with it. Okay? So if you're sending out a weekly newsletter email, what day of the week are you posting it or sending it out to your email list? Are you using the same format within the email? All of those things, consistency. And yes, if you know today what you are posting about for the rest of the month, or what you want to email about for the rest of the month, yes, you can sit down 45 minutes and get those emails out the way for the entire month. And yes, use AI to help you, as long as you are consistent with it. You can go ahead and schedule those bad boys, and girl, while you are on somebody's yacht, your email list is getting emailed, and you don't have to think about it. Yes, you can go back and respond and look at analytics later, but the email is going out. The consistency is there. The third system that we're going to create before we go into 2026, so we're going to simplify, is a conversion system. So you have a way that you're showing up. You have a way to connect with your people outside of social media, because when we're talking about social media, you don't own that platform. So bringing them onto our email list. And so then you want a simple system for converting them. What is your sales process? How are you doing that monthly? How are you selling quarterly? Are you somebody who has webinars? Do you run weekly or monthly challenges? Like, what is it that you do that's going to convert them once they've seen you, once they've emailed, they've ended up on your email list? What is it that you're doing that is going to help them to convert? And the fourth system that I want you to create and simplify before you go into 2026 is your client delivery system. So people have seen you, they are on your email list, and they've decided to connect with you further. You've converted them. And so now, how are you delivering your product or service to your ideal client? Are they getting a welcome email? Do you have a onboarding checklist for them to complete? What is the step-by-step process for you to be able to take care of the people who have said yes to you? I want you to know that all of this client delivery is a part of your brand experience. It's the way that people experience working with you. So, what is that process? I want you to take some time to map out the way in which people flow through your atmosphere. Like, what is that client workflow? How do we get them from seeing us, the visibility piece, to connecting with them, to converting, to delivering our service? What is it that we are doing? What steps do we have in place to make that happen? You don't have to build everything at one time. And I think that's where we get kind of mixed up sometimes. We feel like we have to have such specific things in place and that we have to build it all at one time before we can do anything else. And that is what is keeping you stuck. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. You don't have to overcomplicate things right now. You just need a simple rhythm that's going to help anchor you and starts to create sustainability. And once you see what is sustainable, you can start to add more pieces to that. Okay? We are stepping into this new year with clarity, okay? And with simplicity. We are not overcomplicating things. You did not start this business to burn yourself out. Okay. So, what I want you to focus on in 2026 is the business that's going to bring you joy, actually serving your clients and not getting overwhelmed by all the technology that's out there and the systems that you desire to create in your business. Okay. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you come back for the next one. I'm Carmen, your savvy systems sister. Make sure that you stay connected with me on social media, as well as join one of my upcoming webinars. Girl, we're talking all about systems and making sure that we realign, reset, rebuild, and rise. Because listen, God did not create you, He did not create me to build a business that burns us out. He created us to serve Him and His people, but we can't do that if we're tired and burnt out. I will see you in the next one.